yes, I would love to try one of these expensive guitars or have one of these Ernie balls, all this stuff. But I'm like, you know what? It's not going to make me a better player.
No. Boom.
Boom. Are we? So yeah, and that's why you are now a Sharpton sympathizer.
Look at this dude. I was like,
I really like on Two Bears, One Cave when Tom makes Bert look racist every time they start.
Yeah. Tom's fantastic at making.
Yeah.
Well, the thing is, that's like Tom's fantastic at making someone look at like anything, but then you want Bert. Bert's the one person you want to like make fun of because
sure, yeah,
he can take it, and you know it only pushes his brand forward.
Yeah, and I think Bert's fan base is very different than Tom's. I think they tried to loosely say that in one of their episodes recently that all his fans are like mouth breathers. Just pretty funny.
Yeah, dude. Like, I can't imagine someone that thinks Bert Kreischer is extremely funny.
Yeah.
Like, can't imagine them being like, super complicated person.
Yeah.
Or like,
anybody I know who's like seen him, they're like, oh, he's so funny. I'm like, all right. You probably think like, I don't know, the worst movies in the world are the best.
Yeah. I saw him live once with my brother, and I was drunk enough to think it was really funny,
sure,
which it was. But like, since then, my stand-up comedy is vocabulary, I guess you could say, has grown a little bit.
Yeah, and that's not to shit on him. I could go see him and be like, man, he's great. But then I'd probably leave them like, okay, maybe I am dumber.
He's good at what he does. Like his brand and his product is great.
Does he tell the machine story every time?
Yeah, every time. At least when I saw him, he did. I want to say he did it as an encore. I think it was that towards the end. He was like, "You guys want to hear it? Like everybody wants to hear it." And he's like, "Okay." Back when I was in college, I got recruited by the Russian mafia. And everybody's like, "Oh,
there we go." Yeah.
But I mean, shit, they made a movie about the guy.
I watched it. Yeah.
Was it good?
I found myself texting and scrolling through Instagram through. It was what I thought it would be. Yeah. But it was better than the worst movie I've ever seen.
Jimmy Tatro was in it. He's like OG like what I think it got big on YouTube.
They got plays him.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think.
So it kind of like loosely tells that story, and then Bert's in it too. So it's like
he is as what? As him? Himself?
No, as but it's him like now.
Oh, okay.
Present day, and then they kind of tie the story into something else they make up after it.
Oh, okay.
So he goes back to Russia.
Don't tell me.
Yeah.
Even though I asked, don't fucking tell me.
Bruce Willis is dead the whole time.
Yeah. Die Hard 17.
Yeah.
Lethal Weapon 10.
Yeah.
But hey, we're back. We're doing another episode of Phase Splitter. Welcome back. You guys just look so beautiful. You look so good.
Yeah.
We're out here drinking Liquid Death. Really, really fighting for that sponsorship.
Yeah. I drink a lot of these, dude.
Do you? Oh, dude. So I just had a baby, and I got a pack of these, brought them to the hospital, and drank them within I think we drank them in 6 hours.
Yeah.
We're like, this is water.
Damn. That's cool. Yeah, that's huge too. We didn't talk about that last episode.
Yep, I had a baby.
Your wife had the baby, right?
No, you didn't. I mean, dude, men can have babies now.
Okay. Yeah, no, they can.
How dare you? You know what? You need to go into politically correct jail right now.
That's true. Okay? Yeah, I forgot that.
It's right over there.
Because you've delivered babies, so
yes, my wife had a baby. We had our third child.
Yep.
And guess what? This house is consistently loud.
Yeah.
I tell you what, 2 kids was wild. 3 kids, somehow even though the baby can't even make a noise, it got louder.
Man, well, the other 2 are probably very excited.
Yeah, that's probably what it is.
And they kind of get the whole thing, right?
Yeah, they get it all. So. They're excited of their new brother and all that stuff, which is cool.
Were you? Did you care if you had a boy or a girl?
No, I didn't care. Not really, man. I don't know if anybody really cares about the sex they have as a kid or gender of their kids. Like, it's kind of like, I guess you could have a preference and stuff, but. Yeah. When you're about to have your kid, you're just like, dude, I just hope the kid comes out with all this stuff. Yeah. Because you hear so many horror stories.
Yeah.
Like only thing you wish for, at least in my case, is like a healthy kid, really.
Yeah.
And I mean, I know that sounds cliche, but it's like it's true. Like that's all we cared about. And luckily, we've had 3 of them that were healthy. So I think we might quit while we're ahead.
Yeah, and you just want your kid
I like
to be
practicing. I like refining the craft of making children. That will be a lifetime pursuit.
sharpening the axe of dad. That was you.
Boom.
Right?
So you get it. Yep.
Yeah. Well, you got a boy again, so
yeah. So I'm gonna have to raise 2 boys that are gonna love me, then want to beat the shit out of me, and then realize dad's old, and then love me again. Hopefully.
Yeah. But you've got like a good relationship with your dad, it seems.
Yeah, yeah. So maybe that'll translate,
Yeah.
Hopefully. I mean, that's the guy that got me into the music. That was the, that predicated what I like now.
Sure. Yeah.
So.
And both you and your wife prioritize fitness and having good, strict regimens in your life. So
yes.
It's a good environment for your kid to come into, I'd say.
I'd agree.
So
I think so.
I hope so. Anyway,
I was thinking like the joking mind is like strict regimen. Yep. We. I'm not even gonna go.
What are you gonna say?
I can't. So, but. Oh, hey, something I didn't want to talk about. Tim Howley's giving away guitars.
Oh yeah, I saw that you're on the list.
I was on the list, dude.
Yeah.
But that's because I paid money.
Yeah, 100 smackaroos, right?
So I was like, dude, I saw the wood grain 7 string, dude.
I
Did you
know.
see that?
Isn't that's the only one I would
pickups?
want? Yeah, I don't give a fuck about any other ones.
I like some of the other ones, like the Charvel and the Jackson.
Yeah,
but they're classic models. But like the V's, whatever. I mean, I'll be happy with whatever.
I was literally calculating the likelihood that I would get one and get the one that I want, and the odds were so low. I was like, I'm not gonna do it. Because you texted me and I was like, look, $100. Okay, I'm trying to buy a new tent. I want to buy a new guitar that I won. Yeah. So like, if I spend $100, I'm just like, here.
You'd want that $100 to go like, this is what I want.
Yeah. If I Venmo Tim Howley that $100, it's like, if he doesn't give it to me, I'm gonna find him at a show. I'm like, hey, dude,
I paid you.
Yeah.
No, I saw that wood grain 7 string Ibanez, and I'm like,
and he also gets to write that off. You know what I mean?
I guess so,
it's
right?
charity, so he gets to write that off on his taxes. So we should do that and just see who Venmos us $100.
Just send this money, dude. You can just send me if you want the Dean, just any of these $100. I'll give you the tag and everything, and just send it. If you get a guitar, we'll see. But just send the money. Yeah. I'm good for what I'm saying right now.
Got a set of bongos over there. We could
set of bongos, dude. We'll sell the camera. You know?
Yeah, we could do that, and then we just film with our phone, I guess, and then we'll auction that. We'll just start auctioning.
At this point, the phone cameras.
There won't be a table next time. We just hold the laptop.
We'll just be We'll just be sitting in these chairs like this.
Yeah, like American Gothic.
God. But I mean, the thing is, he's giving away that Ibanez 7 string with the Fishman. I think they're Fishman Fluence Moderns, I'd assume.
Yeah, I saw that. Man, that thing is nice.
I know, it's really nice. And then he's got some other V's, but like the other one, the black Charvel with the zebra pickups is something I'd really want.
That one's cool. The 7 string has a maple fretboard, right?
Does.
Which is the only thing I typically don't like about it, but since it's a wood grain guitar,
and silver pickups, dude, that's fucking cool.
It looks awesome.
I don't even know what the model is. Like, I have no idea.
He's been like endorsed by them for 10 years.
Yeah, that's what his last post was.
Crazy.
10 years. And I mean, I sent you the post. I was like, every guitar he's ever used or designed is like a dream guitar, like you said.
Yeah, it is. It's like exactly what I want. It's no frills. It's almost always a hardtail.
It's kind of cool because he does change up what he plays.
Yeah.
Like, none of them are really similar. Some of them are Strat style, but like...
He's got the Telly stuff.
And he came out with the Telly recently, which is like...
Yeah.
Almost the guitar, dude.
Ibanez had the FR series. Like, that's what it was.
And that was like... I want to say the FR series stopped with like it was a black model.
And he had a white one.
He had a white FR?
He has a white one, yeah.
Are you sure it's not a Strat body?
Swear. Yeah, I've seen it in person.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. It is so nice. I saw him play it in Denver when they were
I don't know why Ibanez doesn't make the FR like, a production model. At least I haven't seen it in a while because, dude, I would die for an FR model that has a good binding around it and quilt top and I love the HH pickup in an FR.
But you can't like even if you go on Reverb, like
no,
they're hard to find.
They must have not made a lot,
or they sell it with that stupid fret marker inlay that are all big. That kind of look like the Gibson,
like the squares.
Yeah, it looks so stupid. And I feel like they did that for a reason, but I think it's a bolt-on, right? All their shits are bolt-on, so I think if you could just swap out the fretboard, you'd have your own custom FR.
That's fucking expensive too.
Yeah, I mean,
dude, buying a neck nowadays, unless you get it fucking unfinished from like K&E guitars, it's like you can get some that are about $250, $300. But if you're trying to get like one that matches an Ibanez or matches a Jackson and the one you want, probably $400.
Yeah.
Holy shit.
Or you Venmo Tim Halley $100 and maybe you get your dream guitar.
Maybe you get it, dude.
Find out soon.
I'm fucking gonna get one of those. I'm feeling lucky, man.
Yeah. Maybe maybe he'll be like, all right, Nick Axe guitar. I've seen that. I'll do that. I'll put it out there.
I've been like commenting. Yep. I've been commenting on his posts, being like, hey, I'd really like this. I have horrible hemorrhoids. Do you sympathize?
Because I just had a baby.
My baby wants this guitar. These guitars.
Hey, Tim, my son's a big fan,
Son's a big fan, 2 weeks old. Came out just saying, just screaming fit for an autopsy tunes.
I just love that FR model you got. I'd love to have that.
I love the new one you had.
Yeah. I saw a video where he was showing it to somebody, somebody who has like a YouTube channel when they were in Europe. And Tim let him hold it. And I was like, if that was me, I would I hope Tim can run fast because I'm taking off with it. Dude, you're great, but this is gonna
you designed the guitar for me.
I'll choose it over our friendship. That's for sure. The
white pickups are what get me. I always forget about throwing in a good set of white pickups and how that just pops.
It has those C dunks in it, right? That's what they got.
Yeah, I want to say when he zoomed up into it, it had the font of the Black Winners.
Oh,
but
yeah.
I don't know if that's what he uses.
Yeah, because it's not the typical Seymour Duncan.
Yeah,
you're right.
And so it looked like the Black Winners, which I'm hearing more and more are pretty good balanced. Yeah. They're obviously high output, and that's what you need, but are pretty balanced for what they come with. Whereas, I like the Nazgul, dude, but it's a little hollow.
Yeah.
Whereas I've heard the Pegasus is a really good balance of what you'd want.
And I never played the Pegasus. I played just the Nazgul Sentient set. But
Sentient is
Sentient's great.
Oh my god, they knocked it out of the park with the neck pickup, dude.
I've played that through when I had my 6505 through my orange 4x4 whatever it was, dude. It was
beautiful.
Oh my god.
Also, Mark Holcomb just came out with a new set.
Really?
A relatively new set. He had the Alpha Omegas for a while, but I think he has a new set now.
With Seymour Duncan too, right?
Yeah. Those Alpha Omegas have been a crowd favorite for a long time, I guess, in terms of balance and output and everything.
They just did a 2-night back-to-back set in Denver.
Did they?
Yeah. Yeah, I remember I messaged you about it a while ago.
Wow.
About going, but I think it was expensive.
Where'd they play at? Paramount?
Bluebird,
okay.
Yeah.
I think it's on Colfax.
And they were none of the sets had the same songs.
Wow.
So it was to get people to purchase both nights.
Damn.
Which if I lived up there, I would have bought both nights.
Would you?
Fuck yeah. Just go home, go to work, go back to periphery sandwich. Are you kidding me?
Yeah. No,
but I'm not gonna buy 2 nights, drive back home, and they're like, all right, I have to go do this tomorrow.
No. That one show we went to and we had to drive back home. I'm like, I'm fucking old, dude.
Yeah.
Fuck.
Yeah, that gets it's rough.
It's gonna be nice when we're retired. We can live wherever we want. I'm just gonna live right next to the Bluebird. I'm just gonna live on Colfax and
go to all the shows there.
Yeah, and just
nothing pisses me off more than when I'm like, oh, I wonder if that band's playing here soon. It's the day before you look.
Yeah.
What the hell is that even possible? Knocked Loose played here one time. And I was like, cool, I'll get tickets around the time. Then they sold out.
Dude.
I was like, I've never even seen the fucking Black Sheep sell out.
The dude from Knock Loose owns shit. My buddy Josh was telling me about this. That guy from Knock Loose is from Denver.
Oh, is he? The vocalist?
I'm pretty sure. And he owns damn it. He owns I'm gonna text Josh right now, dude. He owns
Hasbro.
I think
What does he own?
He owns one of the venues.
Oh, really? Okay.
Or something. And I told him, I was like, yeah, my buddy Matt fucking loves Knock Loose.
Yeah. It took me a while to get into them too.
But I mean, at one point you said that they're like one of your faves.
Yeah, there's that album, whatever the one that has Contoured in the File in it. That song is that to me is the best Knock Loose song. There's just something about it. It's like nothing else they've done. They also have another song. It's called like It Lives in the Walls or It's in the Walls, and that one I was listening. You should listen. I'll send you the episode, but it was on the Downbeat podcast. With, Craig.
Downbeat. Yeah,
Reynolds, and they were talking about on there like what the song is about, and I guess so. All those dudes record at the same studio under Will Putney, and the old studio they always said was like haunted. It was in this old building in New Jersey, and they said like all this weird shit happened when they were recording that album. It's called A Different Shade of Blue.
Damn,
and like all this weird shit was happening when they recorded. It's a really cool story. Wow. So like at the end of that song, it's a clip from an old like Silent Hill beta game, and I mean it's just like
Silent Hill,
all the like folklore behind a song that you'd want to hear. Like I could just listen to that shit for days. I love hearing why somebody wrote that song, or like what these little things, nuances are, because it means nothing to you. Like,
well, I mean,
till you hear someone, and like until you hear someone talk about it. Like I love like
yeah.
You hear somebody like, man, like you think about all the sleep they lost over that, and like,
right.
where their brain like,
dude, and I sympathize with that. Like if like I lose sleep over like small little business moves I make. Mm-hmm. Like sometimes I'm like, I get so excited about it. If I was a recording artist that recorded songs that got put out for people to listen to, and I was very excited about it, and everything clicked and it sounded great, I would never be able to sleep.
Yeah, because you'd like rest your head and you'd be like, all right, that problem I was thinking of, I know what I need to do now.
Yeah.
And then the only way to do it is go back.
And unfortunately, you need to sleep, but unfortunately that time is the best time.
Yeah.
Because you're gonna forget, you're not gonna write it down. Like it's like, you know, there's been so many ideas that come and go that you should like. There's a reason why people carry like notepads around everywhere they go, especially artists. You know, like they want to write down stuff. And it's valid. It really is. But
yeah, it's cool. Like I love hearing anything about that. Like,
stand-up comics, just like the stand-up comics will walk around with like notepads, like, as thick as the fucking sun, and they're like, well, "What are you doing?" He's like, "Well, I can't lose all these jokes." And they use them. Like they'll go back to them because sometimes they reapply. Whatever.
Yeah, they find a better way to work it in.
Yeah. So
yeah, but you hear that about riffs and shit all the time too. Like I wrote that song or that riff 10 years ago,
right?
But it just never fit in what we were doing. So then. Yeah, it's crazy.
But
like
they loved it and they kept playing it, and so it stayed fresh in their mind.
Yeah, there's something crazy beautiful about like the creative mind and like how people can just dish out. Like that's what they call Misha Mansour like bulb, right? Because he just always had ideas.
Oh,
so a lot of stuff that Periphery puts out now is like they do it now just because like they have such a cool fan base that's followed them that far. But they'll bring back riffs from other songs, and they'll a lot of times bring back riffs from old shit that he wrote.
Really?
When he was like 17.
They'll use the same riffs from older songs?
Yeah, so a couple years ago he released...
Because they can. It's their fucking riff.
Fuck they want, yeah. Huh. And he released all these old Bulb tracks. It's like 100 of these, like sometimes 20 seconds, sometimes it's a minute long, of these just weird tracks that he put together, mostly instrumentals, and then they'll work them in. It's really cool when they do it, and then they make a song out of it. Like,
dude, I never really even thought about like repurposing your own stuff like that.
Yeah, they do it all the time, and a lot of times they'll be like subtle nods to like previous songs. They do it every album, I think. Wow. Like Sentient Glow is on Hail Stan, and that was like an old song that he did almost the entire thing. And then they add stuff, and then they add lyrics, and they really make the song.
Like, but a lot of this stuff, is it in the same key? Is it in like
typically it's almost the exact. It's weird that like he thought of it that long ago, and it's still good enough to put out now. That's what always boggles my mind.
All right, I'm trying to get a hold of this guy because he told me something about Knock Loose in Denver. He'll get back to us.
Yeah.
All right, but dude, we have a question, okay?
Yeah.
And this one's more techie, and it was a lot of guitar stuff because I think it came from the YouTube channel.
Do you like 4/4 or 6/8?
Oh man.
And I don't care about
it's
it.
I just want to play.
No.
Okay, so this one's from Pilot141. Why would anyone want a headless guitar?
Oh, yeah. I mean, I don't know. You don't like them, right?
I just don't like the way they look.
Yeah, I think aesthetics, right?
It's it. I mean, I've played some before.
Yeah.
I've played a Strandberg.
Really?
Yeah, I played a Strandberg, and it's. I mean, the thing is, what I will tell you what I took from it. One, it felt well made. It felt like very well put together and solid.
Mm-hmm.
And that could be because of how small it felt.
Yeah.
And the weight distribution being different than a regular guitar that has a head.
Yeah.
But the one thing I did, and this could be the pickups, the amp I was using at the guitar store, it sounded very almost like there wasn't enough output. Almost like the action was off and there wasn't enough output.
Okay.
So like notes wouldn't ring. It just felt like kind of straw-like.
Yeah.
But
could have been old strings.
Could be.
Yeah.
But then, because the thing is, like, that doesn't correlate with all the things that you're seeing with headless guitars, with like in the gent world, with all this like these ridiculously deep tones and stuff like that. So I don't know. Why would anyone want a headless guitar? Do you know?
I think it's 80% aesthetic and 20% playability, right? And I think, like, to me, when I play a guitar that I like, I really care about the action and like the timbre of the string and like the way a certain note plays over the other one. But with those things, I mean, the first time I saw one, I was like, man, that's a goofy ass guitar. I think the best looking headless guitar is a Strandberg.
Yeah.
Like some of the Kiesel ones don't do it for me. Ibanez has done some. I'm just like, I don't know. Hey, it's a fad, I guess, and it'll continue. I mean, they've been around for a long time. But that dude Pliny, that Solaris.
Oh yeah, that's like his thing. His Strandberg guy.
And his looks sick. He's got this new gray one, and his. I mean, we could talk about him all day. He's also just a very talented musician. So I'm like, okay,
right.
Sometimes I think people see like someone who's very good and they're like, well, they play that and they're really smart, so maybe that's the one.
Well,
if I get it, I'll play good and I'll be smart.
Well, also, dude, like this is the guitar world. Like things, like trends happen fast and they happen hard, man.
Yeah.
Like things take off, and then all of a sudden they'll just like fizzle out. We haven't seen that yet with these.
Yeah,
I mean they're still pretty popular.
I like. I don't know if you've seen it, but they make headless and bodiless and neckless ones. It's called an air guitar. So those were cool too. I like those. They're affordable. When
you said headless, it had a pause. I was like, he's coming in. Something fucking good. Here it is. I'm all ears, dude.
So those are affordable. I mean, you at home, any of the viewers can get them. We could auction one off. Send us $100, and maybe we'll send.
And inflation doesn't touch them.
Yeah,
nothing. And resources are, dude. Yeah. As long as Earth exists, we're good to go.
Yeah, exactly.
We don't know how long that'll last, but
it's to me, it's the greenest guitar you can get. So
I'm all about green, dude.
We don't have to use sweatshops to manufacture this product. And
Wenge wood.
Yep.
But exactly. I guess if someone would really want it, why they would want it, I guess I could nerd out and say, okay, one, there's some advantages. I guess, like with a headless, you don't have a nut. The tuners are down below at the bridge. If you don't have a nut, I guess that technically, if we're talking from a guitar design standpoint, that nut not being there, the strings being locked in up at the top and running over a single fret actually would do better for intonation. Because nuts and also, I don't know if this is true, but people say that like going through a nut kind of takes away the vibration and the resonance through the guitar, especially if Floyd Rose locking. Yeah, like it cuts off the resonation, the resonating stuff from the headstock. But then also, I mean, you get a headless guitar, you don't have a head on it, right? So I guess the weight distribution would be different too. You won't have any neck dive, mainly. It's smaller, it travels better.
Yeah.
The bridges on headless guitars tend to be some like proprietary, like really cool locking mechanism that
they do have some cool,
and it looks good.
Yeah.
It does look good. Like a lot of the stuff looks good aside from not having the neck.
Yeah. Like I can appreciate like the innovation it takes to create something that's going to work when you eliminate like a very important critical component of it. But Yeah, for me personally, like the Strandbergs look cool. If somebody gave me one, or if they're like, "Hey, I have one for $100," sure, like I would invest in it. I'll try it out. If I don't like it, I'll just sell it. But yeah, I mean, I'm just I love Ibanez RG body styles.
Seriously,
and I like the simplest ones I can find, and
then like how much of this is me saying like being like a fucking boomer and being like I like what I like, you
sure,
know?
Yeah.
So and then I guess with headless guitars, the multi-scale design is nice because it's like it's a multi-scale design. You don't have to have a headstock that like works around that actual fan fret.
Yeah, you're kind of also in a different position. Like with your channel and stuff, like you kind of have these avenues where like experiment a little, and you should. If companies want to send you something or like, hey, do this product sort of sourcing for us, hey, cool. Then like if you don't like it, it's really not a gamble. But for like for me, okay, I like what I like, and yes, I would love to try one of these expensive guitars or have one of these Ernie balls, all this stuff. But I'm like, you know what? It's not going to make me a better player.
No.
I all the stuff we've just talked about, like Tim Halley stuff, that's guitars that anybody can buy. Like, if a $2,000 guitar for me is reasonable. For some that has everything I want, I don't have to do any modifications to, and that's including like, okay, if I want to swap up the pickups for something better, right?
Yeah,
like, that's included in that price, but. I mean, you don't have to have all these crazy ideas out there to play better or to look better. And what do you think about when people put the dampener thing?
Oh, like that dampens the open strings?
Yeah.
I don't know. I mean, I don't know.
I've never used it. I don't know. I know people use it.
I've used them before, like we're in recording, but I'm still not necessarily a fan of it because the thing is like there is, and this is the shitty guitarist. This is the shitty guitarist talking right now. There is a benefit in having a little bit of extra string noise to cover up your imperfections. When you dampen all those open strings, you better play all of that shit clean.
Yeah.
And like, does it help it? Does it help? What it really helps with is a bunch of like legato and stuff where you just like slamming all the strings and going up and down. It just dampens it. You don't have to worry about like I talked about, usually dampen the strings below the string you're playing with your left and above with your right. You don't really have to worry about that. And when you're recording, it's like, why would you?
Yeah.
But I don't know. I mean, people use them. Some people, I've seen less and less people using them.
Yeah, they were like a fad for a while.
Yeah.
I'll see them sometimes, and I'm like, if I see somebody playing it live, I'm like, okay, I think this is a good to fair shot. Like that top string's just gonna get used a lot.
Yeah.
Like this dude saw in the video, and
I've also seen people like when they're shreddig, like they'll hold a note and then slide it up to mute it better and stuff. Because I mean, the higher up you slide that dampener, I mean, it's gonna mute it more. So
yeah.
But then I've also seen early recordings, and I can't remember who it was. It might have been Dragon Force. They would use masking tape, and then they would masking tape certain strings. Like they would leave I think it's the G string. They'd leave the G string open so they could do dive bombs and stuff, but they would tape the other strings down. So they'd usually have to do masking tape on a couple strings up top and on the bottom.
Is the G string like a popular dive bombing string? Is that like a good harmonic?
I think it's a G because it's GBE, right? Yeah, I think it's a G. Either one of those, but like, that's the one, like the one you just rip on.
Yeah.
And I do the dime bag style where I pull off on a fret and catch it and do it.
He did a lot of cool stuff with his wah pedal though too. Do you ever fuck around with that?
Nah, not really.
Okay.
But him and Zach Wild both actually like play on the treble portion of the wah.
Yeah.
Like they'll put it in the treble position and just rip.
It's probably good that I don't know how to do it because I would do it all the time, just annoy my girlfriend. And yeah, one of those things. Like, all right.
You touch. I mean, you can get infected by that shit, dude. Yeah. It happened to Kurt Hammett. Hammett. Name me a Black Album solo where he doesn't use the wah pedal.
Yeah.
There's not a single one.
It's pretty.
There's not a single one. I think he used it a couple times on Injustice for All.
Yeah.
But like on the Black Album, it's all wah.
Parkway's big on using
wah,
it too.
Like the whole thing.
Yeah.
Like the rest after that, like a Black Album after, I think it's all wah. I think.
Can you imagine if he got into one of those like talk boxes, whatever they're called? Yeah, I mean,
Seeker and just.
Yeah, I mean, is there like cool? It's a cool thing that exists, but
I talk so much crap about Kurt Hammett, but I love the guy. He made me who I am in terms of guitar player. Okay.
Yeah.
I would sit in my basement and just play one solo over and over and over and over and over. But it's time to check out some shredders and riffers. Are you ready?
Big time.
Welcome back to our segment.
Here we go.
Let's check out our riffmeisters here, dude. Let's see. Ooh, do we ever check this guy out?
We showed him before, but not that video. We showed him on that big. Remember we talked about he's probably a beer drinker, but he might be a sober dude.
Oh yeah. This is Smith of I think. Yeah, Jennings Smith of I at Jennings Smith of I. Let's check him out again. He's playing a wicked. I think it's kind of looking.
Yeah.
It's gonna be very techy, right?
And he's playing with his finger. This sounds so cool. He's got cool pants on.
Those are sick pants.
We should find out where this guy's from. He seems like he'd be like cool as hell to talk to.
Like all rounds on us, dude. As long as we're not feeling your alcoholism.
Yeah. But we commented on his hair and his beard last time, and it looks 10 times better in this video.
It looks great. Very manicured, but look at this dude. This might be one of the most talented guys I've seen.
Yeah.
Legitimately. Damn.
I love that guitar.
Dude, how do you even memorize what the
Yeah.
That takes hours of training, dude.
Yeah, very talented guy.
God.
He's cool.
Smith of I, man, keep it up.
And I haven't really taken a deep dive on his Instagram, but I bet there's a lot of cool shit we could show.
All right, let's see. This guy when the beat goes hard, but the riff goes harder. All right. We featured this guy before, but he is like the gent master right now. Let's see. L. Young. Is that a Kiesel?
I don't know. Yes, it is.
Woo! Damn.
You always know when it's got that telephone effect to it that you're just about to break your fucking neck. Don't you?
Telephone effect.
I think that's what that is, right?
Dude, actually didn't sound like he had too much like distortion on it. Like, cause the open notes actually are pretty twangy.
They said, yeah, that's why I remember I sent it to you because it sounds like it's in almost a higher tuning.
Yeah.
Like,
it's
not in drop pi.
That might be
sharp, you know.
That might be in D.
All right. I hate when someone posts a video or a photo of their guitar. This is just me being it, and they're like tuned to drop F sharp. Like I give a shit what the tuning is from the photo.
People will say that?
Yeah. Tuned to drop. It's like who cares? Who cares? Like I can you could literally
before.
You could literally like have those borderline gonna snap in half. I can't tell the tension from here. Why would I care what tuning that guitar is in unless I'm seeing you playing it?
Oh my God,
I care what his is in. It sounds like it could be like standard tuning for all I know.
Yeah.
But like when it's just a photo, it's like, hey,
funny.
Yeah. Like if I was like, hey, tune to E.
Shit's tuned to A.
Yeah, brother. Yeah, I got this. It's tuned to
fucking
drop
what?
Z, yeah,
dude.
I'll send you a post when I see one.
Shit's tuned to A.
But I bet if I post like, hey, tune to E standard, somebody like pussy.
Yeah. Yeah. Tune to drop D.
Yeah.
What are we fucking Lamb of God in 2000s? Like, get the fuck out of here. God damn it. All right, let's check some shredders out.
I like his guitar a lot. That's why I post. And he's very good. All his videos he does. It's crazy how much he's moving and not looking.
You know what? All right, let's check this out. This is Pierre Denel. You guys are killing it with the names. Yep. Thank you. Oof. Oh yeah. Oh.
Isn't that amazing?
Hybrid. Oh, this is also featuring Quinny and Jack Gardenier.
Yeah.
Headless. Chamber.
I actually didn't even watch this whole thing, so I didn't even know this guy was in it.
I don't know, what is this, like fusion, kind of?
It's, what do they call it, like neo soul?
Yeah.
I think that guitar is so
Dude,
fucking good looking, though.
I love that headstock with like the point.
Yeah.
And then the relative look to it.
What is it? I can't tell. I thought it was a Sir.
It might be iconic.
Really?
It could be. I mean, Iconic does a lot of distressed looks and stuff.
It looked, yeah, I love how it's like he beat the shit out of it. It looks so nice. I could listen to this all day. That dude, the middle guy to me his playing is so good.
Seriously.
And I'm so into like this kind of playing right now.
It's probably great for your like playing vernacular, dude.
Yeah.
It's like this is some good stuff and good phrasing.
Yeah.
I think that
Oh, thank you.
It's not an Iconic. I have no idea.
Is it a Fender?
No, it's not.
No.
Fender's really stepping it up.
I was hoping somebody would ask in the comments, and
and they haven't. Let's see.
Oh, probably just look at the French question.
I
Yeah.
Yep. Can't speak any of that.
All right.
So great guy. Great job, guys. Fantastic.
Yeah, very cool. Well, to me, one of the coolest that we've.
I think that might be one of the best. Like, dude, that might be. That might take the cake. I don't know.
Yeah.
In terms of like the phrasing.
Yeah.
All of
Like
the
I get
styles.
it. They're not playing crazy fast, but they like what they're playing is like very meaningful and purposeful versus like how many notes can I fit in 5 seconds? Hey, very cool, but.
I know sometimes I felt guilty of that. I'm like, oh, maybe I can just add a few more tabs.
Sure, yeah, same. But it's like you see people are like, okay, they just get guitar in a way that like few people on earth ever will, and
that middle guy literally sounded like he's just like buttering.
Yeah, like he could make a mistake if he wanted to.
All right, let's check this guy out. This is, let's see. This is Igor Pass By guitar.
Igor, yeah, that's like a Russian
Igor Pass
name.
By guitar. Either way, I'm really digging this fucking setup because it's got the humbucker in the back. There we go. Maple neck.
I thought you'd really like this.
You know me.
Yeah.
Oh, sir. String scratching. Big fan.
Yeah. Were you surprised by that?
Damn. Yeah, I'm sucking for this shit. Saw a little economy in there.
Oh yeah. Baby, that sounds so good. Yeah, he's just still going.
Better. Oh my god. Hybrid. Dude. Oh my. Who is this guy?
I just want to know how it's gonna end. I actually didn't watch all of it. I saw the first 10 seconds. Like, Nick will love this.
Woo! George Lynch is a big fan. Oh my god! I think this guy likes 80s music.
Awesome.
Every time I think I've done something profound to guitar, I'm gonna watch this to settle myself down. came up with this little tune yesterday while fooling around with guitar.
Yeah, well, that's such a
fuck out of here.
Yeah.
I literally think this guy's used every technique in the book.
Yeah.
That's some bed shit right there.
He is from Russia.
Dude.
Whoa.
I'm sorry, but that might be my favorite that I've ever seen in my life. That is 100% my style.
Yeah.
Damn.
Yeah, it's got that kind of 80s feel, you know,
It just got more
traditional
complex and
rock
more
shit,
complex
yeah.
as you went along.
Yeah.
But the thing is, also a lot of notes, a lot of shredding, but still fits perfectly.
Yeah.
You know, obviously I'm pretty sure that's a major scale, major key, and it's easy to fit notes within
The
that.
entire thing, yeah.
It's easy to fit notes in there, but like it's still technique wise.
Yeah.
Jeez.
Yeah. So Russia's putting them out right now. You know, a lot of times people think vodka is a bad thing, and this is one of the rare times where like this is a good thing.
Energy drink.
Yep.
Vodka energy.
It fuels the minds of this fella right here, so.
Fuels the mind.
Yeah.
I mean, it's potatoes, dude. It's got every nutrient you need. Isn't that what it is?
Yeah.
Vodka's fermented potatoes.
That's why there's such a famine that one
There
time
you-
at that one place.
History. Yeah, we're products of the public school system.
Yeah.
All right. Well, dude, that's it. Thanks for sticking around for another episode. You know, check us out at Phase Splitter Pod on Instagram and TikTok. Subscribe to this channel so you don't miss any good shit. And then you are
At Matthew Monty.
sitting there, big dick swinging, and I'm at Nick Axe Guitar. So come check us out. And yeah, we love you guys, and we'll see you next time.
Cheers, everybody.
Later.